Snoring Beauty. A long time ago, in a kingdom super-duper far away, there lived a beautiful princess named Nora. She was beloved by all, no matter whom you asked. As a baby, every coo, giggle, or even was as cute as could be. Life for Princess Nora was perfect. That is, until she turned 18. You see, Nora was cursed with the worst spell that had ever been cast. When she was born, a jealous sorceress stormed into the castle, demanding to see baby Nora.
You will let me see the child this instant, or I will turn everyone into bags of ranch-flavored chips, she threatened.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad,
said the king, trying to act tough.
I love ranch. Come to think about it, ranch flavor is my favorite flavor of chips.
You haven't changed one bit, have you, Snoopsy?
She snarled.
Soon enough you will know what it feels like to lose everything.
Snoopsy? Looks like there's a bit of awkward history between these two. Let's step away from this evil moment and rewind the story to clarify a few things. Years before Nora was born, the sorceress worked for the king as his personal assistant. She would help him with daily tasks, including casting super evil spells on anyone who made him mad. It's safe to say that when the king was younger, he was a big bully. The sorceress always did what the king asked of her because she was secretly in love with him and hoped that one day he would choose her to be queen. But after the king married someone else, he banished the jealous sorceress from the kingdom to a lonely, dark forest far, far away. Back to our evil moment.
For years I've sat in my evil tower thinking of the perfect evil spell to make you suffer for the evil things you did to me,
she said, pointing her magic wand at baby Nora.
On your daughter's 18th birthday, a curse will fall upon the child like a thunderous roar that will bring your precious kingdom to its knees.
And with a flick of her wrist, a cloud of smoke engulfed Princess Nora, cursing her with a spell that didn't really make any sense. I mean, what could she possibly mean by thunderous roar?
No!
Yelled the king.
Can't we do the ranch chip thing instead?
The sorceress disappeared in a flash of light, never to be seen again. For a while. On the night of Princess Nora's 18th birthday, the king placed her in the highest tower of the castle to keep her safe.
Don't you worry a tiny bit, sweetheart,
said the king as he tucked her into bed. But Dad, why do I have to stay in this tower?
This is the safest place for you tonight.
The king blew out the candle and kissed Nora softly on the forehead.
Happy birthday, princess.
Nora snuggled in her blankets, turned on her favorite music box, and fell asleep. As the clouds cleared from the sky, the brilliant moonlight flooded through the tower's window and illumined Nora's beautiful face that began to glow green with magic. And with Nora's next breath, her life changed forever. Holy moly, that's really loud! She's going to wake up everyone in the kingdom if she doesn't. Oops, too late. So that's what the sorceress meant by thunderous roar. Totally makes sense now. Nora's curse was snoring, like really, really bad snoring, the worst anyone had ever heard. Her snoring was so bad, it made mountains crumble and the wool of every sheep to explode off their backs. When the sun peeked over the valley in the morning, Nora woke up feeling better than ever. Ah, what a great night's sleep, she said, stretching her arms over her head. Unfortunately, the rest of the kingdom did not share Nora's joy. Everyone was completely exhausted, from the blacksmiths to the dairy farmers. The king crawled out of his bed, rubbing his tired eyes to the sound of an angry mob of villagers headed straight for the castle's front door.
Oh, man,
thought the king.
I hate dealing with angry mobs before I get my coffee.
The mob banged on the castle door, chanting, "We won't sleep! We won't sleep!" Yawned the king.
Can't we just sleep on it?
Oops, wrong thing to say, Smarty Pants. "We can't sleep because of Princess Nora," shouted a villager. "She snores like a dragon who got a cow stuck up its nose."
Ha!
Laughed another villager.
She should be called Princess Nora from now on.
"Yeah, Snora, Snora, Snora," chanted the mob.
Oh, fine.
Shouted the king.
What do you want me to do about it? She's cursed. It's not my fault.
"Tell that to my sheep," yelled a sheep herder. "What am I supposed to do with naked sheep?" "Oh, don't cry, Fluffy. It will grow back soon. Yes, it will. Yes, it will." From the front of the mob, an old woman stepped forward to speak. "Don't get us wrong, Your Highness. We all love the princess, but your kingdom's survival relies on us being able to do our jobs, and we can't do that if we're all exhausted from not sleeping at night."
Okay, I get it. All I'm asking for is some time to figure out how to solve this problem.
"And what if you can't?" the old woman replied.
Well, I will tell you what I'll do. In the case that I am not able to,
Yikes, this is not going well. The king has no idea what he's going to do, does he?
you know.
Just then, Princess Nora appeared from behind her father. "I will leave," she declared. Holy cow, I did not see that one coming. She must have been listening this whole time.
Nonsense! I will never allow such a thing. I will find a way to fix this.
And for 1 week, the king tried everything he could think of to fix his daughter's snoring, but nothing seemed to work. It should be noted that this whole time, the jealous sorceress who started this whole thing in the first place watched every night, gleefully relishing the king's pain.
This is the worst spell I have ever conjured!
She exclaimed while spying on the kingdom through her evil telescope all the way from her far, far away tower.
Look at how he suffers!
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but that lady is kind of nuts. The king had literally been brought to his knees, just like the sorceress had predicted. Nobody could do anything because they were so tired. All the villagers just laid in the streets, moaning and groaning. Worst of all, the king was all out of ideas and needed to sleep. "I will be okay, father," said Nora. "I'm a strong woman who can take care of herself."
Never!
Exclaimed the king, slamming his fist down on the dinner table.
I will and burn her tower down and
Oh, geez. The king just fell asleep and slammed his head on the dinner table. Ouch! Princess Nora knew what she had to do. She kissed her sleeping father on the cheek, and with a small suitcase full of clothes and a few teen magazines, she left the kingdom without anyone noticing on account of that they were all sleeping. The princess traveled for 6 days and 7 nights until she came upon the loneliest, most isolated forest she had ever seen. Sure, it was creepy and a little scary, but Nora was determined to start her new life and deal with the burden of her curse all by herself. She finally found a perfect little spot next to a big stone wall and set up camp for the night. "Tomorrow I will start building my new home right here," she proudly declared. Nora was exhausted from her long journey and fell asleep right away, snoring louder than ever. What Nora didn't realize, though, was that the stone wall by which she had set up camp was actually a part of the sorceress's tower. Yep, I'm not even kidding. Even though the princess hadn't noticed this tiny little detail, the sorceress sure did, especially when her tower began to shake. The sorceress woke up and jumped out of bed in a fright.
Ah!
She screamed.
What is that? An earthquake?
After realizing it wasn't exactly an earthquake, the sorceress looked out her window and saw Princess Nora sleeping below her tower.
You have got to be kidding me.
She said, smacking herself on the forehead. Talk about karma. The sorceress never thought that when Princess Nora was forced to leave, she would come to her lonely, far, far away forest. The thought crossed the evil woman's mind that she should just remove the curse. But then she remembered how big a bully the king was and how he broke her heart all those years ago.
I bet Princess Nora is just like her father, a big spoiled brat who doesn't care about anyone but herself, she thought.
The sorceress decided that she would just move Princess Nora to a different forest while she was still sleeping, and when she woke up, Nora wouldn't even know the difference. The sorceress put on her robe and slippers and was just about to step out the door when all of a sudden her shaking tower came tumbling down on top of her. Dang, I don't think she could have survived something like that. That sorceress is probably squished like a bug. But miraculously, from under all the rubble, the sorceress called out,
Help me! Please help me!
Princess Nora woke up just in time to hear the sorceress call for help. Hello? The princess called out. Where are you?
I'm under all this stone!
Cried the sorceress. Hold on! Let me find a way to get you out! Nora looked around for a way to lift the giant stones, but they were just too heavy. Nora had an idea, though. If the sound of her snoring was powerful enough to destroy the tower, it could also be strong enough to crumble the stone to dust. There was no more time to waste. Nora sucked in as much air as her lungs could handle, and with all her might, she blew all the air out her nose. Like roaring thunder, Nora's snoring began to crumble the large stones into tiny rocks and dust. Seriously, it's working. Wow, go Nora, you rock, girl. When Nora ran out of breath, all the stones had been turned to dust and the sorceress was free. Are you okay? Asked Nora, running over to help the sorceress up off the ground.
I think so,
she replied, brushing the dust from her face.
Why did you save me?
You needed help, and to tell you the truth, it's my fault that the tower fell on you. I'm sorry. The sorceress looked into Princess Nora's eyes and saw only kindness. She had been wrong all these years to blame an innocent child for the bad things her father had done.
Oh, my dear, would you believe me if I told you it was not your fault but mine alone? I am the one who is sorry.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I think I'm going to cry! This is so beautiful! Come on, get a hold of yourself. You have a story to finish. On that very night, a friendship was born that would last a lifetime. The next day, the sorceress lifted the curse from Nora and took her home to her father. At first, the king was furious, but after the sorceress apologized for everything and told him how his daughter had courageously saved her life, he too apologized for hurting her feelings and banishing her from the kingdom all those years ago. Now that everyone in the kingdom was well rested, life went back to normal. And guess what? The sorceress moved back into the castle and taught Nora the ways of magic and how to use it for good things. The princess would have the power to protect her kingdom, and most importantly, she would know how to turn anything into tasty bags of ranch-flavored chips. Yummy! The end.